We are live in the city, one of the dirtiest cities, as I've always said. And now, today, there's a lot of stories that I would want to share with you. Very interesting. But my man started from Parliament, an absolute cinema since the day Ken drop a review budget. You know, there's been loads of stories, debate. We'll be a candidate, but as usual, the groundswork. We go down to the roots. Now, yene drivers, yene teachers, yene the budget actually. In fact, this brings my attention to something. I was hoping, sir, instead of say presented budget or Parliament, no, and I say present to a Parliament, there should be a situation where an answer connection be set here big time or Kanishi, and I say biggest markets nibi. Now you read the budget to them in the layman's perspective. You forget about the GDP 1 point then. Ghana, you 1,000 Ghana cedis here. A car idea 5,000. Last year expenses are here 2,000. In the layman's perspective, because there are lots of issues that they have. Now, Bakwa very, very interesting. And I'm a person, and of course, there is always a catchphrase in every budget. Last year was in Kaboom. This year is we have turned the corner. We have turned the curve into whether it's a curve or it's a corner. No, we want the market women, the market men, the drivers, the real beneficiaries or the vanquished, whatever you want to term it, of this budget. Then let's ask them, say, I am passe Ken, Honorable Ken, Finance Minister. Yatani curve nana.
Minka tree. Ma, you be a tree and crying. Gan, I be. Eh, male. Eh, male.
Hold on. Now, I like the subtle. This is a typical Gan woman. A typical Gan woman. I like the subtle relaxation. Minka tree. And I said Minka Gan. And then she relaxed. And if you do any typical Gan, whenever a typical woman is about to speak and she relaxes, wouldn't say near a bomb, near a drop up on drop. So I'm not surprised. And it's actually very, very interesting to hear the first word is Emali. And if you know anything about the Gan dialect, every Gan dialect, when a Gan man is serious, it sounds like a threat. Unlike, it is Russia trying to be polite, but the Russia tone, the accent is threat. Rostov. You know you have to accommodate. That is the same thing with the Gan language. It sounds like a threat. So the first letter, the first word, I'm not really surprised. Emali, let's hear from her next.
Emali. Emali, nibi ejale wana kaino. Da ameng mani biano na kaino. Ameng meno. Biano no nimba ma fe floor follow. Kontom le floor follow. Kontom le ama kontom le faisi di machobo. Bibio ke sebe faisi di. Ewa mi e kontom le ke futu sebe. Nke futu sebe ni ke fi oflo. On la samane. Tete cedi. No bibio tete cedi. Wole 10 cedi bibio. Nimba ne kontom le floor follow nimba fite 1.5. And
so that is Gamanche. How do you say the female version of Gamanche? Whatever be the case, we've done with our beautiful woman. Now let's move on to one driver. I love the accent. Any brofuno you see, because anytime we are Ghana the car, why the couple was here from who? From where? Let's listen to this man.
Bia so bebe bia no susu oja kaede emanation we ba ka be wo ho we susu ba ka be wo ho ni nyina ohun se na wusi ka no enti no kware ni yes say leaders no their opinion towards upon the nation concern about yensi kasem no so mo bomodia no mo hwe.
No, let's take that back.
Enti no kware ni yes say leaders no their opinion towards upon the nation concern about yensi kasem no so mo bomodia no mo hwe.
So your opinion leaders know their opinion concern about come on bro
their opinion towards upon the nation concern about yensi kasem no.
So your leaders know their opinion towards concerning about EPS bro for power. But all the same, that is what is happening on the grounds. And indeed, this is what the drivers had to say. So moving on, we'll drive away straight away from finance, any minister, any budget. Now we are moving on to some interesting news. This is interesting particularly to me because I know a breaky internet, you know, Ghanaians traveling by road to London. I never dreamt I'll see this day. Say a kind of why I do call London. All this while, put me a passport. I that for 5 years. Me found call where so to me I drive here to London. Now that is an interesting news. 10,000 kilometers to London, and these guys are doing an amazing job. Cluster lovers or cluster love or whatever their name is. It's beautiful. I've started reading the article, and I think say more grantee interviews. You know, very vocal guys. Almost started right here from Oyibi, Adenta, straight to Sunyani, Cote d'Ivoire. You know, all the way to Mauritania, and currently almost Spain. Beautiful journey by all standard. But the problem is that, and this is my take, this is my personal take. You know, if we have to fuel the cars they use now, let's consider some of these things. Cars you see any Land Cruiser, near friend V8, you know. 2, they are using G-Wagon. 1, they are using Lexus. 1. And I think they are using Ford F-150, 1. And according to them, you know, they fuel up 2.5 times every day. And that is about 250 liters. That is what they said per each car. Abusia, and they are many other four. If, okay, car says, can fuel in Eboma, ubet me for plane, obekwaba. But then that is just my take. It all boils down to rich men getting rich money and then doing, you know, crazy stuff. And I started reading the article, and they started with these kind of ideas. Obviously, they are born out of alcohol, because under normal circumstances, when you kind of idea we remember, and it's in the beer to be able to trigger these things. And I'm not surprised. Again, we had people who built submarines to go and visit Titanic into way, and yet something surprised me. I'm actually happy for them though, because this is a trip that will live with you for decades to come. Now the numbers have been reduced. They started with 12. To see I saw about 5. Baby, and who came and so on. So that is a nice expedition. Big ups to them. We are hoping said they will get to London. They said Monday, Sunday, Monday, and then hopefully by Monday we'll bring you the newest gist. And in your course through their path. I understand said they got to places and now there were familiar faces. They heard the Kwame Nkrumah, all sort of things. People interacted with them, and they were glad when they said they are from Ghana. Then people start to mention Abedi Pele, Asamoah and all that, which gives us some bit of relief. Say, football are bringing good news Ghana. And so big ups to them once again. They hope by Monday, Sunday, they will bring us some good news. Now, Omachen, all the detailed reports are of course so in the expedition. And to you movie away from there. Now, Yembra, one of the interesting stories are, and then my emergency car, mesh of it for a better day, but a push me. Unim Maya Khalifa. Unim na me ha we one of few people are ever call heaven. Unim Maya Khalifa, especially if you're a guy and you don't know Maya Khalifa. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. One shall ever call heaven and they are yankopo ba. Now story and the what drop, you know, is one of the things that man dream say ebe sida. Say Maya Khalifa ebe two married couple effort about marriage. I mean, let it sink in. Maya Khalifa is advising marriage couples. Maya Khalifa, Ebusian, the spiritual leader, the huge farmer, Maya Khalifa. Maya Khalifa is a farmer, it's a spiritual leader. Obi you thinking otherwise, it's between you and your God. So Maya Khalifa is saying, sir, marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. Not just say, aware and at the Krum be say, because or no. From 19 to I think 21, Owario divorcee. 21 to 28, 25, Owario divorcee, and the third one engagement, and you're 29 to 30 years, and also a divorcee. It is a I feel now marriage. Will be so I married thing. Don't take marriage to be something pious. Be out the better children. Move. All of these things doesn't really concern me. My favorite part is the fact that Maya Khalifa, any 2 year forever warrior of all the people, it's just like obi oye butcher wako abochi one na she advice on vegan, you know, how to stay vegan, like, and you can say, I mean Sarkodie bra big time, but all the same Yakopon kan ocho kunkunim say dey eche no nyoma ayente da ne beti, and this is a typical one. So big ups to all the Maya Khalifa listeners. Now move on from Maya Khalifa. Now let's delve into the Saudi Arabia of media in Ghana, the PSG of media in Ghana. Make media general sign deal. Here we go. Now Shoko a movie to media general. Now Shoko from Asasi Radio. Now media general. Personal terms ya for fail between both parties. Exclusive deal, permanent deal transfer. Me say transfer be last till 20. I don't know the numbers, but Sisiane signed and confirmed. Here we go. So big ups to National Call. Congratulations to Media General. But hijacking no aka krobeto. Then we know they are done. Window no ya close, transfer window no me close. Because recently Nanama went and then now Shoko now, and I'm sure the deal might be huge. Moving from Asasi to Media General, it might be huge. And then Media General. In the latest signings, we are hoping to see another big name, another El Clasico name. Now, yet me moving forward. And so, Media General is up there. And then finally, I'm capping it up with today's newest music. Dope Nation and Sarkodie are dropping new track, Bizingo.
I say, yeah, my boys say never how to. Mic check 1 2. Moody won't pretty be bitter. They be another brother. Thank you. Then the kind of you see it, you be a come dear, madam. To figure out just in case I offend you. Madam is on a bomb and come on. From the body chairman, I chairman what up. On him,
na track no rap no na Sarkodie. Obede. Only ninya asemo asenya e kind everlasting. I'm sure from now on, every track we ever drop piano, Obede be throw shit. Because this track and they are drop here. Zingo. Sarkodie say, waka ono Sarkodie can Yvonne Nelson who asema won't ase no. You can leave the country. If the kitchen is too hot for you, you leave. And to those of you who are out there mumbling, bumbling, or saying all that, what shall I tell you? You can leave the country. And I say, Yvonne Nelson and Kasampu said, Tete na will be to me a free. And so that is Sarkodie and Yvonne Nelson for you. I'm sure in the coming days, you be all the Yvonne Nelson fans and then the Sarkodie fans doing the banter. So it's a wrap for today. The Daily Show with Guy Jesus. Anytime you go home and then you go on your knees and say a prayer, say one for me. For the Daily Show with Guy Jesus. I'm out.